Well, no, at noon just moments ago, the San Antonio Spurs wrapped up a press conference formally to introduce the new head coach, Mitch Johnson. But the talk of the press conference was not the new coach. It was the old one, who made his first public appearance since suffering the stroke back in November.
Since I had the stroke, things are getting better by the day, but it's not good enough for what we plan ahead. And so it's time to make this change. I want to make sure everybody understands what the new job is. I'm no longer a coach. I'm El Jefe.
Bittersweet, emotional, all wrapped up in one. As for Mitch, El Jefe or not, there is a new man in charge of the San Antonio Spurs. Don Harris has covered the Pop era. Now he is about to cover the Mitch Johnson era. He's live at the press conference with a reaction. Don, so much to unpack here. I'll just kind of let you begin, but what do you think of the new guy?
Well, Mitch Johnson is very highly thought of within the Spurs organization, and nobody thinks more of him than Coach Gregg Popovich. Dave, I don't know how many words we could use to describe the emotions here today. Historic, eventful, memorable, impactful. I got to tell you, we were not expecting this today, to see Gregg Popovich. He came in with the help of Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan, and it's the Spurs Mount Rushmore. And he needed some assistance getting to his seat and getting up to the podium. And when Coach Pop spoke, you could have heard a pin drop. It was important for him to be here, both for San Antonians to see this. I think Pop realized that. And also for Mitch Johnson. Pop wanted this for Mitch Johnson. He wanted San Antonio and Spurs fans to know just what he thought of Mitch Johnson. And we asked Coach Johnson what the most impactful moment or thing that he has learned from Coach Popovich under his tutelage.
The best thing you've ever taught me, and you've shown me more than you've talked about it, you understand the moment. And how important every single moment is. And no moment is like any other. And the discipline that you have to be grounded and present and give yourself to every moment is what I will never forget. And in this moment, I just would like to say thank you.
Yeah, it was a moment that all of us who were here were grateful that we were. It was a moment for Gregg Popovich that was important enough for him to be here to celebrate this young, bright coach that the Spurs have tabbed for 10 years now as a rising star in the coaching ranks. And it's a brand new era here in San Antonio. And Dave, I got to tell you, seeing Tim and Manu with Coach Pop was one thing, but R.C. Buford, the Spurs CEO, told me after the press conference, they have been here every single day, assisting Pop and coaching him through his rehabilitation process. That is Spurs family for those two Hall of Famers to take the time every single day to be with the coach and the man they love.
So that word you just said, I've seen that pop up all over social media, family. Obviously that scene, you've described it eloquently. I've even seen some, Don, calling this one of the most iconic moments in this franchise's history, and that says a lot that what they've went through with 5 championships. You've known Pop for almost 40 years. What was that like? Seeing him, thinking maybe a month ago, 2 months ago that he might coach, and then seeing him in the condition that he is, battling the way he did, and then seeing Tim and Manu there as well. Just what was that like? Being in the audience and kind of soaking that all and absorbing that all in?
You know, Dave, when I left the house this morning, I was thinking about it, and I said, this is going to be about Mitch. Pop, A, doesn't want to ever talk about himself, and B, in the condition that he's in, he's not going to be seen publicly by the cameras. So it was shocking at first, but then when you think about it, it's so Gregg Popovich. Because he knows what conditions he's in. He knows what people might think or say. but it was important enough for him to be here for Mitch. Just think of the courage that it takes to get up, stand, and speak in public about this young man with the assistants, knowing this is the first time that people are seeing him. It took a ton of courage for Pop to do this, but it was the most selfless act because it was important enough for him to do this for Mitch Johnson because Mitch Johnson deserves this passing of the torch. I was in attendance for Pop's press conference in 1994 when he came on as general manager. And these 31 years later, to be here and see this, it's the tying the bow on the beginning and the end. And it's not the last time that we will see him. By all accounts, he is progressing. He's getting better by the day. He's just not ready yet. And as you saw with his sense of humor, with that shirt and everything else, don't bet against the man. Don't bet against him.
I'd love to know who came up with the shirt idea. The great Dallin Harris live there at the Spurs practice facility at the Rock at Lock and Terrell. He'll have much more tonight on News 4 at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Don, thank you. I want to get everybody's reaction here on the conversation. Do you think new head coach Mitch Johnson is a good choice? You can scan that QR code and let us know what you think. As of right now, he's got the support of San Antonio behind him. Almost 80% say, yep, we like it.